Coming up on today's News Valdosta, we have new information about identity thefts in the area.
And the Agricultural Commissioner issues a warning for an everyday product.
Chris Jones will give us a look at the weather, and Xavier Hall will bring us the best in sports. News Valdosta starts now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Sarah Collins.
And I'm Chandler Jackson. The Lowndes County Sheriff's Office has arrested 2 people for identity theft. Nashika Brunson and Albert Lee Brunson were escorted to the Lowndes County Jail after a traffic stop this weekend. During the stop on Interstate 75, police searched the alleged thieves' car and found a notebook containing the names, date of births, and social security numbers of over 70 people. The U.S. Secret Service was brought into the investigation to help contact the victims and find out how the Brunsons got this information. Sheriff Prine asked for you to come forward if you have any information regarding this case.
Valdosta police are searching for a suspect in the robbery of a Family Dollar store on Bemis Road. According to investigators, witnesses say a man with dreadlocks was wearing black pants and a red hoodie when he threatened to use a gun on the cashier after demanding money from the register. The suspect then fled on foot. A K-9 unit was dispatched to the scene but was unable to track the alleged robber. Police urge anyone with information to contact them immediately.
Agricultural Commissioner Gary Black is cautioning citizens not to use kerosene purchased at a Circle K in Columbus. The commissioner says the kerosene may contain gasoline and could cause explosions or fires, having potentially deadly outcomes. The kerosene should not be used in kerosene heaters or lamps. If you purchase this kerosene, investigators say you should return it immediately for a refund. A stop sale has been ordered at the kerosene pumps, and the pumps will remain closed until it is completely cleared of all gasoline traces. To date, no other stations are known to be contaminated.
Officers are investigating reports of a kidnapping and robbery in East Albany on Thursday night. The alleged victim, Donald Malone, said that two gunmen forced him into a truck when he was at a shopping center. He reports that the gunmen made him drive to his bank to withdraw cash from the ATM.
DeHarvey Demps will appear in front of Lowndes County Magistrate Court today for his role in a robbery and assault case. On Saturday, Demps allegedly entered Bose BP with a handgun and demanded money. The clerk reportedly was assaulted after handing over the cash. The alleged robber forced the clerk into a storage room, then stole lottery tickets and cigarettes before fleeing on foot. Investigators arrested Demps at his apartment, where they say they found the firearm, which turned out to be a BB gun, and the wig he wore during the robbery.
Coming up, we'll tell you how you can quit smoking.
And we'll give you information on the FDA's newest regulation, so stay with us.
What will you find at Valdosta State University?
Challenging academics.
Innovative hands-on experience. Over 100 fields of study.
Engagement in a vibrant community.
Caring mentors and friends. Service and leadership opportunities.
Championship athletics.
The full university experience
at Valdosta State University.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Heart disease is the leading cause of death for both men and women. A local group came together this weekend to help combat it in the community. The American Heart Association hosted the annual Lowndes Heart Walk in an effort to get people to focus on the heart of the matter. More than 300 people came out to Mackey Park on Saturday to support those fighting those heart ailments. People also came to commemorate the lives lost to heart disease and other problems related to the heart. The association has a goal of raising $106,000. As of Saturday, they had almost reached their goal, having raised $80,000. Heart Walk Chairman Mike Godwin says they still have 2 weeks to reach their goal. The money raised will go towards helping people in this community.
Are you trying to kick a nicotine addiction but have some trouble doing it? Help is on the way. The South Georgia Medical Center, along with the South Health District of the American Cancer Society, are teaming up to help you quit smoking, chewing tobacco, and using other tobacco products. The Great American Smoke Out will be held on November 21st and will offer free health screenings and provide education on the effects of smoking. To accommodate people in the area, the Smoke Out will open to the public at 4 different locations. For more information, you can visit SGMC's website.
The Food and Drug Administration has launched a new initiative to remove trans fat from all food. Previously, the FDA mandated that most trans fat be removed from food. Trans fats are man-made chemicals often used to increase the shelf life, but which end up decreasing your cholesterol. The easiest way to avoid trans fat until the new FDA rule goes into effect is to read the nutrition label.
Over the weekend, Valdosta police officers were dispatched to South Georgia Medical Center concerning an aggravated assault. 32-year-old Ricardo Scott had been shot in the leg while sitting beside a vehicle. Scott says he does not know the gunman, and police are asking that you contact them with any information about this case.
Up next on News Valdosta, find out how citizens help the environment this weekend.
Then Chris Jones will give us a look at the weather, and Xavier Hall will bring us the weekend sports results. All of this and more when we come back, so stay with us.
I love learning.
I believe in service. I am full of passion.
I embody sportsmanship.
I trust in my resourcefulness.
I like balance.
That's why I chose it.
I chose.
I chose.
I chose.
I chose.
I chose Division II.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
The City of Valdosta hosted a citywide recycling event on Saturday at the Mathis City Auditorium. Citizens were urged to bring outdated or unwanted electronics and equipment to the auditorium to get rid of them in a safe and environmentally friendly way. Keep Lowndes Valdosta Beautiful and Atlanta Recycling Solutions also co-hosted the event. This is an annual event for city residents to dispose of this equipment properly.
The environment is an important factor in determining the weather's forecast. Let's check in with weather anchor Chris Jones at our weather station. Chris?
Thanks, ladies. Today it looks like it will be a beautiful day with a high of 80 degrees and mostly sunny skies. There's only a 10% chance of rain, so there is no excuse not to enjoy a great November afternoon. Tonight, you may want to grab a light jacket as the overnight low will be 53 degrees. There's only a very slight chance of rain. Expect the temperatures to decrease gradually over the next several nights. Expect partly cloudy skies again tomorrow, along with a high around 77 degrees. There's only a slight chance of rain. Enjoy these nice days while you can, however, because it will be substantially colder during the latter part of this week. The UV index is at a 5, so tanning likely won't be your choice of afternoon activity today. However, skin damage is still possible, so be sure to protect yourself. The pollen count is extremely low at only a 1.6. This is the current trend for most of the southeastern United States. Ragweed and juniper are the predominant pollens. That's all for your weather today. Back to you ladies at the news desk.
Thanks, Chris. Coming up next, Xavier Hall has the results from the weekend's local football games, so don't go away.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who do something, the people who take action, are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
I got my MBA online at VSU. As a working mom who travels on business, I needed an MBA program that fit my schedule and allowed me to balance both my work and home life. VSU's Web MBA was perfect. I was able to spend time with my family in the evenings and then complete my assignments. My MBA is one of my greatest accomplishments. It was hard work, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. Don't wait. Start your MBA today.
Welcome back. It was a busy weekend in sports.
Let's check in with sports anchor Xavier Hall to give us the rundown on what happened. Xavier.
Thanks, Sarwa. The Lowndes Vikings were off this week, leaving Valdosta and Valwood to carry the local torch in football games this weekend. The Wildcats participated in their last home game on Friday, facing off against the Coffee High Trojans. Unfortunately, the Cats suffered a loss of 17-38 to the Trojans in their fourth region loss, leaving them 6-4 on the season. The Wildcats were victims of turnover after turnover and failed to correct the mistakes that led to their downfall. The Cats defense gave up 431 yards of offense through rushing and passing game. The Wildcats also accrued 590 total yards, with 226 yards through kick and punt returns. With 38-17 on the scoreboard and 7 minutes left in the game, late-game quarterback Mac Loudermilk gave up an interception in the red zone, ending any chance of a comeback. Despite the loss, the Cats celebrated their senior night as 19 football players were honored on the Bazemore-Hyder Field. The Valwood Valiants opened their 2013 playoffs with an aggressive 46-7 win against the Community Christian Knights. As always, the Valiants excelled on defense, only allowing 34 yards of offense from the Knights. Led by senior lineman George LaHood, the Valiants defense recovered a fumble in the Knights' first possession and returned for a 49-yard touchdown. On offense, Valwood was equally impressive, creating a 37-0 lead spearheaded by senior quarterback Seth Carlo, who connected 15 of 21 passing attempts, totaling 212 yards and 2 touchdowns. After halftime, the Valiant's younger players were given a chance to prove themselves and did not disappoint, as sophomore running backs Jack Helms and Ben Browning scored a combined 2 rushing touchdowns. This victory brings the Valiant winning streak to 24 as they march toward a potential state title. Last Thursday, cheerleaders at the Lowndes County High took to the field to show that they can be just as tough as the guys. Sports reporter Lucas Hicks has more.
People lined the streets to enter into Lowndes High School football stadium. I would not call this your typical football game night here at Lowndes High School last Thursday. The yearly Powder Puff football game was held where the girls play flag football and the guys are the cheerleaders. This event helps to promote camaraderie among the students and entertainment for the community.
I had the privilege of talking with the junior class president, Eli Radney, about what he enjoys most about being a cheerleader for the Powder Puff football game.
My favorite part about the Powder Puff game is just the guys coming out here and dressing up as girls and doing some cheers, and then the girls also, dressing up as guys and tackling each other maybe.
This football game was held in honor of the sophomore class in order to raise money. All funds went to helping the community, as well as the 2014 prom for the junior class.
I had the privilege of talking with April Harrell, the sophomore advisor, about this event.
The kids really get into it, they really enjoy it, and it gives them bragging rights for the year and a trophy to take home when they win the Powder Puff game.
I'm Lucas Hicks with News Valdosta. Back.
Well, those girls look pretty tough that night, and that's our weekend in sports. Back to you at the news desk.
Thanks, Xavier. When we come back, we'll tell you how one city is honoring our nation's veterans.
And we'll tell you how local prisoners spent the day with their families, so don't go away.
That's slow, that's slow. That's slow and look, he's blushing. Seriously.
Danse, balance, suis la cadence, ondule bien tes hanches au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence. Dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou.
You didn't give up on sex. Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Today we honor those who have served our country and paid the ultimate sacrifice. But some places held ceremonies to honor veterans over the weekend. A ceremony was held on Saturday in Albany to recognize the nation's heroes. The guest speaker for the event was Marine Corps Logistics Commander Major General John Broadmeadow. Following the ceremony, festivities continued at the American Legion, where the veterans were led by a police escort and motorcade. Today, Albany is hosting a dedication ceremony for the World War II Memorial at Veterans Park.
If you passed by the Valdosta State Prison this weekend, you may have done a double take. It's not often you get to see bounce houses and cotton candy machines outside a prison, but this was the case Saturday morning. Malachi Dads is a program that allows inmates who are fathers to reconnect with their children and learn to be a positive influence behind bars. Not all inmates are accepted for the program, and those who are accepted could be easily removed if they break a rule. Volunteers and visitors must go through extensive security measures before they are allowed to participate in the program. The program originated in Louisiana. This is the third returning heart celebration to happen at the Valdosta State Prison.
Leesburg Police Chief Charles Moore's haircut is more than just a fashion statement. Moore has been undergoing chemotherapy treatments for colon cancer and decided to cut his hair for a good cause. The proceeds will help send people to the Georgia Special Olympics. More than 1,000 tickets were sold to have people watch him cut his hair publicly. The police chief says his hair hasn't been this short since he was a kid.
That's our program for today. Thanks for watching. I'm Chandler Jackson.
And I'm Sarah Collins. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.